just like you were saying, it's true that Breault was a really good game, a really enjoyable game, and I think it's easier to start from such a good basis, because since it's there, it's more a question than of finding what are the extra improvements we can bring to it without having to think too much of what needed to be fixed. So one of the main approach we decided to take is to make sure that one of the great quality of Breault is the fact that there's all those different systems. There's a huge variety of things that the player can do, huge variety of system of elements in it, and we really wanted to make sure that the system will be more linked together, that all the design aspect, all the new system that we would bring would consolidate those gameplay aspects and make them more directly connected, more related to each other. One of the examples we have for that, I think it's a good example, is the hookblade, where on top of being a weapon, it's also a navigation tool. So we really created that element that was building up on the two pillars of the franchise, the navigation and the fight as well. Another example is the way we took the Borgia Tower and the system that was behind it and tried to make it more evolved, more profound with the more dynamic system, because now when you attack district, each district has its den, and at first they are controlled by the Templars, but when you attack them, then it becomes one of the assassins' den, but it doesn't end there. The Templar can counter-attack if they feel that the assassins are getting too powerful within the city. They will mount a counter-attack, and we have a brand new gameplay where you're defending the den. So that's an example where the approach we took was really to take all the elements we have there and try to make them more dynamic and more connected. And with the other connection we wanted to make stronger was with the the Guild of Assassins. We brought it to a step further where you don't just recruit your assassins and train them until they are assassins. Now you're able to train them until they become master assassins. And when they do that, you are able to give them one of the district, one of the den. They become the master of that den and lock them down. So it's all within that same loop of gameplay, same succession of gameplay where the player will attack the den, defend it, recruit assassins, level them up, and with the ultimate goal to take the control of the city. So everything is geared toward that main. That system that is linking everything together. So it's really that approach where doing that creates something that has more depth in gameplay because it's more dynamic, but also it consolidates all the aspects that like all the economic aspect, all the guild management aspect, and the control of the city with the dens together.
This is one step.
It's so that the introduction, like the beginning of the game, we wanted to make sure to introduce the player to the city, our main new system, but we really made sure to keep all the exploration aspect, all the side mission, and all the free roaming within the city that was there in Breault in the previous game. So at any time the player can decide that they can stop to follow the main mission and go do their exploration, go do collecting more treasure. One of the elements that we wanted to promote as much as possible was that exploration part, and one of the way we did it also is we wanted to make sure that the player had a good incentive of exploring every district of the city, and we linked that to one of the new systems that we added in the game, which is the bomb crafting. So with the bombs, the interesting element again is that since it's crafting, the player can build a variety of bombs, and we really built it so that it will fit within the player's style of play, because that freedom aspect is really important for assassins. So it can be useful to fight, defeat enemy, or for the stealth, distract them, blind them with a small bomb, or just to be able to escape quickly. You can throw caltrops bomb that will act as a chase breaker as people are following you. So we have all that variety, but since it's a crafting system, the player needs to collect ingredients, and those ingredients are really placed across the city. There's many ways to get them, but one of the ways to get them is the exploration, and it's something that felt was missing before in previous Assassin's game, where usually the reward was mainly about cash and there was less specific reward at specific location of the city, but we wanted to compensate that with some more rare and more uncommon bomb component that you need to explore the city more to be able to find them in those locations. The way we decided that, as soon as we had the decision that we were doing the game in Constantinople, the time period, we did a lot of research to be able to find what was the most interesting character of that time, what was the interesting landmark of that time. And based on that, we started building the mission to make sure that we would be visiting and taking full advantage of those locations, but also through the storyline that we were making sure that, as other Assassin's Creed game, that the key character of that time, like in our case, we have the Sultan family, and notably the grandson of the Sultan, Suleiman, that plays an important role in the game, which is a historic character that will end up being Suleiman the Magnificent, one of the greatest Sultan of the Ottoman Empire. So we add all those pieces and we look, okay, how can we build a storyline that will take full advantage of those characters of that timeline, and what was the specific spirit of the city at that time, and the culture of the Ottoman Empire and in Constantinople during the time of the game. And one of the important elements that we did also is that part of the team came to Constantinople at the beginning of the project, Istanbul at the beginning of the project, to have the good feeling of the location, like the artist, also the sound guy, to make sure that he had sound atmosphere right, the building rights for the artist, even like the mission designer, all that, to make sure that, okay, what's the feeling of the culture in Istanbul, so that we could reflect it in a proper manner in the game.